What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about a little something called killer anxiety. And I'm going to be honest, maybe 4 or 5 updates ago, I would probably say I had killer anxiety, but after a certain update, I had a different shift in my mindset that resulted in me thinking this way.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, welcome to my
DBD.
What can I get for you?
Okay, what do you want?
5K.
A 5K.
They don't got
5Ks.
What else?
Stable's feet.
Stable fee.
What the hell's the matter with you? We'll take
3K no salt.
Sorry, sir, we stopped serving.
3K.
What are you talking about? We're 4 seconds late.
No, you're 30 minutes and 4 seconds late. We stopped serving
3K.
at 10:30.
Ah, horse shit! No, don't cry. I'm sorry. I wasn't cursing at you. I was cursing at...
Mateo.
Nice parenting. Hey, thanks. You're my therapist. Take a walk. You wanna...
2K.
Get you one of those...
2Ks.
You gotta...
2K.
Can we get...
2K, yeah.
Well, somebody get the kid...
2K! Alright, now that cringe little edit's over, you have no idea how long that took me to edit together. Anyway, now that that's over, I'm gonna be honest, I stopped caring about what survivors think of me. I stopped caring about how survivors thought I played after the pallet density update. Because before the pallet density update, there was this weird thing going on where killers were powerful enough to win reliably. M1 killers, that is, that I primarily play M1 killers, but after the pallet density update, many M1 killers have become basically unplayable. I mean, Ghostface, the guy I used to main almost every single game, I haven't touched in months. Pause. Jokes aside, I don't understand how someone can feel anxious about how survivor players think of of them, you know what I mean, when these past 4 or 5 updates have been just nothing but constant hand-holding, right? And it seems to only be getting worse. This idea that we as killers have to follow a certain hidden rulebook or else we'll be publicly shamed of it. It's like, bro, are you kidding me? If anything, I should be shaming you. You're the one who's needing 10 to 15 extra pallets every single map. You're the one who's teabagging at exit gates. You're the one telling me to go neck myself off camera and hoping my parents love that. I mean, killer anxiety, in my opinion, should be at an all-time low. You, as a killer player, I'm not saying you have to play like a douchebag, but at the same time, if you're playing an M1 killer and you're not playing like a douchebag, you're not playing to win. So this whole idea that you should feel bad about how you play or feel bad about making a survivor's game unfun does not matter. As someone who has come from playing a lot of super toxic shooters, you know, shooters like Escape from Tarkov, Rainbow Six Siege, DayZ, basically everything under the sun, it has never been a problem for me to separate myself from my opponent or the enemy, so to speak. And that's never really changed in DBD. That's never really been too big of a problem for me, because even when I was affected by this feeling of, okay, I'm being a little too over the top here. Maybe I'll let one of them, recover and then see what happens there. That's simply, I haven't had that feeling in ages. I genuinely haven't. I cannot remember the last time where I've been like, okay, you know what, I've been kind of destroying this like Survivor game, or this is Survivor's experience in general, basically the entire time, so I'm gonna let one go. That has not happened to me in months. So right off the bat, killer anxiety, in my opinion, really shouldn't be a problem for most killers anymore, because you have to think of it from an outside perspective. Look at the patch notes, right? A lot of this killer anxiety ultimately comes from, what do the survivors think of me, right? What do survivors want from me, right? How do survivors want me to play? How do survivors... It's all about survivor, 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 survivor. You have to take that and be like, okay, well, I'm a player too, right? I'm playing this video game too. It's not just the survivors, right? I shouldn't have to focus on just the survivors' fun. And before someone goes typing in the comments, I already know there's going to be one moron. Listen, I'm saying you as a killer can play rough and have fun without being a douchebag. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Yeah, it is actually possible. But you see, lately, I haven't found that to be possible. 9 out of 10 matches. And you see, I think a lot of that comes from not only the palette density updates, but also the fact that the majority of M1 killers are simply outdated. And in the new Stranger Things update, some of the new survivor perks are going to be boosting gen speeds even more, right? So this whole killer anxiety thing for me, it just really doesn't exist anymore. I stopped caring about what survivors thought of me playing when they added an additional 10 pallets per map, right? And the game has sadly ultimately become a pallet kick simulator, which is why the build on screen you're seeing me use right now, Enduring Spirit Fury, I have not taken that out of a single build in roughly 99% of my matches, because without it, it is literally just spacebar, 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 and that's not even hyperbole. I wish it was, I really do. And ultimately, at the end of the day, my advice for all of you guys who are torturing yourselves, being masochists, playing M1 killers, you just got to remind yourself it's a game, it's a survivor's game, and ultimately we're just living in it, right? The killer role has been reduced to an NPC role, right? To create this illusion that survivors are somehow in any type of danger when 99% of the time, actually, it's closer to around 66% of the time, because around 2/3 of the maps were, you know, affected by the palette density update. Around 2/3 of the time, the survivors already have basically won, right? Oh my goodness. The moment I came up with that sentence, my brain immediately gave a picture of Garden of Joy. Ugh. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it may seem a little selfish, but the truth is, the reason why you suffer from killer anxiety is because you're too empathetic. Really. You're too much of a good person, and you're thinking too much of how others feel. And ultimately, if you keep thinking that way, it's only going to get worse, right? Because there are so many snot-nosed survivor brats who currently have it so good, they don't even realize they have it good. You could play super fair. All 4 survivors could get out. 3 survivors could get out. 2, 1, doesn't matter. There's almost always going to be some level of harassment or trash talk at the end of the game. It can almost never be a simple GG. And because of that, you can't beat yourself up over this, right? Yeah, it sucks to play like a douchebag, and behavior keeps saying they don't want killers to play this way, and yet they keep adding perks and updates that ultimately force killers to play this way. I don't know, man. I don't know. And honestly, the best thing we can do as killer mains to basically make light of the situation, to basically not leave the game forever, is to just try and have fun, right? I've kind of gotten in the mindset that if I can at least get a 2K per game, hey, that's good for me, man. That's good for me. That being said, it's a pretty big problem when killers, especially M1 killers, more so M1 killers, almost entirely M1 killers, struggle to get even a 1K. So in the end, let me know what you guys think down below. Am I being like too selfish? What'd you think of that edit, by the way? It took me 2 hours to make that thing. I loved every second of it. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. I'm going to be streaming Saturday at 6 p.m. EST. Feel free to hop on by. My friends, hopefully, we should be escaping Tarkov then. But other than that, I hope you all have an amazing day. God bless and peace.